As we started a couple of weeks ago, explaining the du'as that we repeat on a regular basis in the salat. And we already took 2 du'as before the Fatiha. The first one, Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik, wa tabarak ismuk, wa ta'ala jadduk, wa la ilaha ghayruk. And the last one we took last week, Allahu akbaru kabira, walhamdulillahi kathira, wa subhanallahi bukratan wa asila. MashaAllah. The only way to improve our khushu' in the salat is, number 1, to understand what we're saying, and number 2, like we said, to alternate. One day I say this dua, the other day I say the next dua, as long as they are all authentic. Tonight's dua, Abu Hurairah radiallahu an, and the hadith is Bukhari and Muslim, highest level of authenticity. He said, I came to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam after I noticed that he has a short silence between Allahu Akbar and the Fatiha. So I came to him and I said, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sacrifice my mother and father for you, Ya Rasulullah. What do you say in this moment of silence? So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught him and us this dua. Allahumma ba'id bayni wa bayna khatayai kama ba'adta bayna al-mashriqi wal-maghrib. Allahumma naqqini min khatayai كما نقيت الثوب الأبيض من الدنس اللهم اغسلني من خطاياي بالثلج والماء والبرد أو بالماء والثلج والبرد. Subhanallah, what a beautiful dua. Ya Akhwan, as long as we are 100% authentic that this has been said by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we have to make the effort to learn it. Please, how long will it take you to memorize this dua? Very short, and now tonight you will know the meaning. How beautiful is the meaning. Allahumma ba'id bayni wa bayna khatayai. Ya Allah, distance me. Make a huge distance between me and my sins, just like the distance between the east and the west. These are the sins that I have committed, or the sins that I'm worried about committing. Ya Allah, keep me away from the sins and committing sins. As far as the Mashriq and the Maghrib, between the East and the West, and we all know that the East and the West, they will never meet. Make me and my sins never meet. Or it could mean the sins I have already committed. Ya Allah, distance me and my sins. That means forgive them all. I don't want to see them anymore. And make the distance so far, just like the difference between the East and the West. Are we done? No. Allahumma naqqini wa naqqini min khatayai kama yunaqqa ath-thawb al-abyad min ad-danas. And Ya Allah, clean me from my sins just like we clean the white dress, the white garment from dirt. Why white? Because the white garment, any kind of dirt, any kind of stain, it will show on the white, no matter how small it is. If I'm dressed in all white, and there's a small stain, small dot, you will see it. Ya Allah, clean me from my sins, just like you clean a white thawb from dirt. You will not see anything on it anymore. Is that it? No. Allahumma ghsilni, Ya Allah, wash me from my sins with water, ice, and hail. Clean first. If you clean the thawb, if you have a dirty garment, you clean it. Then, for extra cleanliness, what do? You wash it. So first, Ya Allah, clean me from my sins. Then, Ya Allah, wash me from my sins. Tayyib, water is enough. What do I need ice and hail? There was no ice and hail on the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He did not see them, yani. Water is enough, right? No. Look what our scholars said. They said even though water is sufficient to clean any garment, right? If you want to have tahara of anything, you just clean it with water. They said for the believer, for the true believer, the sin has heat in him. He's always boiling. How did I do that? He's always feeling the heat of that sin that he has done. So, beside the water, he needs something to cool down that heat. So, Rasulullah ﷺ told us and taught us to add to it ice and hail. Yani, this is exaggeration in cleanliness. Distance me between me and my sins. Clean me from my sins. Wash me from my sins with water. You see, like for example, when we say the last ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَاعْفُ عَنَّا وَاغْفِرْ لَنَا وَارْحَمْنَا. Right? Wash me with water, ice, and hail. وَاعْفُ عَنَّا by itself is sufficient, right? Because al-afu is erasing the sin and erasing its traces. No, this is extra forgiveness. وَاعْفُ عَنَّا وَاغْفِرْ لَنَا وَارْحَمْنَا. Forgive us and have mercy upon. This is exactly the same concept. Wash me with water, ice, and hail. Now, imagine you called me a few times. You called me and I did not pick up the phone. You called me 4 or 5 times and I did not pick up the phone and you left a voicemail. And then all of a sudden I come to the masjid and you see me in the masjid. And I saw the phone calls. I heard the message. But I did not call you back. So when I see you, Munir, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Wallahi, walillahi al-mathal al-a'la. And to Allah belongs the best example. Allah is calling us day and night to come to Him. So when I start the salat, Allahu Akbar. Allahumma ba'id bayni wa bayna khatayai. Ya Allah, I'm a major sinner, Ya Allah. I've sinned a lot. Distance me from these sins, Ya Allah. I started the meeting by confessing how sinful I am. Right? Because when I told you, brother, please forgive me. Wallahi, I'm so busy. I should have called you. As a human being has a dot of mercy, you will forgive me. How about if I start my salat declaring I am a sinner and I'm asking Allah and I'm begging Him with all these beautiful du'as that my beloved Habib Rasulullah ﷺ taught me to say them. Now, did Rasulullah ﷺ have sins to ask Allah Azza wa Jal to distance him from his sins and clean his sins? No, this is a ta'aleem. This is a dua. So we, as his followers, to learn and practice it. So ya akhwan, the dua is very easy. Repeat after me, inshallah. Allahumma ba'id bayni wa bayna khatayai kama ba'adta bayna al-mashriq wal-maghrib. Allahumma naqqini min khatayai كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس. اللهم اغسلني من خطاياي بالماء والثلج والبرد.
إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والحافظين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما.